as a political ad is just embarrassing and beneath the dignity of the office. And then remember, this is what he said at the debate. I was surprised that he actually said this. Look.
I will say this about Hillary. A fighter.
Fighter or stamina, Kayleigh? Which one is it?
Well, I think it can be both. I mean, she certainly doesn't quit. We saw, her 2008 loss. She's back here again. She's not a quitter, and we can admire that about her. But I think the contrast he was trying to make, there definitely, you're correct, was a subtle implication of her health issues in that video. But beyond that, I think the bigger, more overt comparison is she allowed Benghazi to happen on her watch, 4 dead Americans. I'm going to be a strong leader. I'm never going to put Americans in that position. We're not going to have dead Americans on my watch that should still be here today. So that was the bigger contrast, but he subtly wove in the health stuff, which I don't think is going to turn many voters. But the bigger argument is the important one.
So not to, just to keep digging on this, when Kayleigh made when she said he is a Christian now and he's changed, can't both candidates say that about every fault that they have and that they've apologized for?
When they apologize.
Yeah, but why? But didn't Bill Clinton apologize for the 90s for what happened? Can't he not be forgiven? Instead,
sure.
Your candidate is using that as a cudgel against his opponent.
He can be forgiven, of course, but the apology we haven't gotten is the one from Hillary Clinton putting private investigators on these women with viable sexual assault claims. And Trump brought that up in the debate. And not only did she dodge the question, she just was deathly silent about it. So that's an apology we haven't gotten. And if she apologizes, of course, we forgive her for that, but it takes an apology.
Again, ridiculousness of bringing up something that was already litigated, and that there's no truth to saying that Hillary Clinton went after these women viciously. This is something that women understand does not work, which is why you have Republican strategists wincing every time and cringing every time they see Donald Trump continually go back to this failed strategy. And focus group after focus group, what it does, it actually pushes women towards Hillary. So I just have 3 words: bring it on. Let's do it. Continue to do that, because what's going to happen is he's going to continue to bleed support from women, which is what he needs, the group that he needs to appeal to more. He's going to continue to bleed support from all quarters, who this plus the videotape and the audio tape and his rants on Twitter at 3 a.m. to Paul Ryan understand that
I want to talk about the videotape as well, too. The videotape of Hillary Clinton at the 9/11 memorial and her, which is in that new. Doesn't that hurt her, Simone? Isn't it fair for him to use that?
Look, at the end of fighting, and that contradicts and following Donald Trump that got behind him because they feel he's so authentic. He tells it like it is and he keeps it real. He just acted like another Washington politician, the same folks that he's railing against, the same people that he campaign against, and said, I'm different than these folks. So those voters that love that authentic Donald Trump, that outsider Donald Trump, okay, I don't think they appreciate this. So not only are women jumping ship from the Donald Trump vote, so are those Trump's authenticity.
Republicans are dealing with the leaked tape and Democrats with leaked emails. What does Libertarian candidate Gary Johnson think of this? He's going to join us next.